This activity is called At-Home Conversations, Debating Technology and AI with Your Child. This is part of the K-12 AI Education series from MIT Media Lab's Personal Robots group. This activity was created by Daniela Di Paola, a research assistant, and Stephanie Nguyen, a research scientist at MIT Media Lab. In this video, we're going to run through our guide, At-Home Conversations, Debating Tech and AI with Your Child. We'll go through a quick overview, we'll walk through the 4 steps, and finally we'll end with a few pointers on how to select good discussion questions. Through this lesson, we hope that families understand why debates are a powerful tool for perspective gathering. We'll get some tips on how to prepare for a debate. We'll take a look at some possible structures for conversations. And finally, we'll introduce some ways to create discussion topics and questions. Here are some materials you will need. This can be found in the slide deck available at aieducation.mit.edu. Step 1 is to prepare. We've broken this out into 3 different points to prepare. First is to read articles that examine both the pros and cons. So you can look through the news and choose a topic that seems interesting for both you and your child. We've compiled a list of starter example articles, and bonus points if you can find articles that examine the pros and cons of the technology. Second, you can use or try the technology or platform yourself, because the best way to talk about a technology is to really experience it firsthand. And if you can't get your hands on the technology, look up videos of people interacting with the platform or device on YouTube. And third, decide on the topic of debate. Read the article and determine what exactly you would like to argue. Often there are multiple arguments that can come out of an article. Cater the argument to your family and what you all want to discuss. Step 2 is to engage. First is to set ground rules. Assume best intentions. Argue with the person's idea and not the person's intellect or their personality. No interrupting. If something is confusing, just ask for clarification and create structure to the conversation. Some of the structures we've laid out include the following. You can flip a coin and have each person choose a side. You can have your child choose a point of view that they're comfortable with and argue from the opposite or vice versa. You can put yourself in someone's shoes, a parent, a teenager, a teacher, etc., and argue from their point of view. Or if one person makes a point, the other person has to think of a counterpoint. You can go back and forth on this until you run out of points to make. Step 3 is to reflect. You can decide where you fall and choose a side. What did you learn? Did your initial opinion change from beginning to the end? Second, assess learning. Was the conversation productive this time around? What was a good point from the other side? What was a good point from your side? Did the structure work or did you want to change things? How do you think the conversation could have been better? And step 4 is to repeat. Make this into a regular structured or unstructured activity. Based on the reflection and assessment, decide how regularly you might want to have these debates. Before you end, have everyone suggest a technology to discuss next. These conversations are always evolving, so you won't run out of things to talk about. We include some example discussion questions that would help jumpstart ways to think about debating articles related to tech and society. In this video, we'll outline one example using a specific article. This one here, popular YouTube toy review channel accused of blurring lines for ads. This article touches on ads in YouTube videos and the impact it may have on youth. Can youth viewers tell the difference between ads and product reviews on the popular YouTube channel Ryan's Toy Review? The watchdog group Truth in Advertising says no. Next, you'll want to brainstorm discussion topics by distilling the problem. What was the main problem suggested or outlined by the article, and why was it a problem? For this article that we just listed out, we picked out 3 different problems. Problem 1, lawmakers, industry representatives, and regulators have to evaluate and update existing guidelines as fast as technology evolves. Second, YouTube had illegally gathered personal data from young viewers and then used it to attract millions of dollars in targeted ads. And third, young viewers may not be able to tell the difference between ads and product reviews on YouTube. This problem is the one that we'll use in this example moving forward. Next, we'll focus on the question. What solution might we want to focus on in our debate? we chose 2 different examples or ways you could think about this. View number 1 is that the most important role is regulation and creating guidelines for industry practitioners. View number 2 is that the most important role is designing clear ways to tell people the difference between ads and product reviews on YouTube. Make sure to focus the solution throughout the conversation. After the conversation, reflect on the points that were made and talk about ways to improve. We also want to go over how to select good discussion topics. We kind of outlined 4 different ways you can do this. One is through your interest level. Are both parties interested in learning about the topic? This will ensure you both are engaged and invested. Second, knowledge or experience. Is the tech or topic something you are knowledgeable about? Are you one of the key stakeholders involved with the discussion? Do you have experience using the app or tech firsthand? Third is information available in the article. Is there enough information mentioned in the article to give you both a sense of how you might want to position your arguments? And fourth is that it's important that the article makes it clear that there's no clear right or wrong argument. There's ideally should be no clear-cut solution to the discussion topic. So this allows for there to be enough points for either side to make a debate and allows for more creativity. We've compiled a variety of resource articles to choose from, but we recommend that you seek out stories that resonate most with you and your family. If you're at home, this is a great low-touch way to engage in these conversations. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy our guideline and resources on debating technology and AI with your family.